Hey guys, Eric Su here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I put my logo on this glass jar, 8-ounce glass jar, and it's actually pretty simple. So let me show you how I do it. All right guys, so these glass jars, I got them on Amazon. It comes with a lid and a straw for each one. I got 12 of them. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description, so if you want to get these 8-ounce jars, you can. And let's get into the other parts that I have to make this happen. I got this film-free Waterslide decal paper from Amazon as well. It's all in one. It includes a spongy, it's got some glue right here. It has some great instructions on here on how to do the transfer onto the glass or other materials, and so it's really helpful. I went ahead and created some images that you can see here, and they'll tell you to flip or mirror the images on the software, so then when you print it, it prints, so I guess backwards, and then so when you cut it out and stick it on, it actually looks right side up, if you will. And so they'll give you that instruction. But I just wanted to give you a quick little overview of what I do to put the logo on this. And so let's get started. All right guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut the logo that's printed on here. You have to have a Laserjet printer for this paper to work. Inkjet won't work. And so it has to be Laserjet, okay? So I'm gonna cut this out, okay? You'll need some water, so I'm going to put that right in here, the water. Okay, I put it in for about 30 seconds and then take it out. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and prep my jar so that I can get it ready for the logo. Okay. All right. So it's been about 30 seconds, and so I'm gonna take this out. Let it sit for a second, and in the meantime, I'm gonna put some of this glue right here. Okay, right on top. You can see I'm just going to put it on. One thing that I learned, trial and error, so you gotta put enough on there so that when you put this logo on there, or image, that it actually has something to stick to, okay? So it's pretty important you put enough. So I'll put 2 layers on here. I noticed that when you don't have enough layers, the image doesn't stick well and it just doesn't transfer properly. So I'm gonna put enough on here, okay? Good, that's about 30 seconds for that logo here to sit, okay? And what's going to happen here, what I do is I kind of move it off the back, the white here, and there's transparency side here. I'm just going to move it a little bit. You can see that. I'm going to move it a little bit here. You can see probably a little edge right there. So that means that it's off the sheet and it's easy to transfer. Okay, once you do that, I'm going to put it right on top of the glue. Okay, and center. You can move it a little bit while it's still wet. Okay, put it on there. Take this squeegee, put a little water on the edge, put my finger in the middle. I'm gonna press this down. You see what I'm doing there, press it down. Okay, go this way, squeegee it out so it sticks to the glass. Take a little bit of water, do it again to the other side. Hold it down, press it down, press it down. Really just let it sit in there, get it adhered to the glass. Okay, I'll do this several times. Okay, so hold it in. So still check to see if it's properly aligned. Okay. Okay, do something like that. Perfect. All right. So just gonna let that sit for a few seconds here. And you can probably see already it's curling up a little bit on the edge here, meaning it's coming off of the film. Okay, so if I'm lucky enough here, I can pull that up. Oh, it didn't stick. Okay, so that's one issue. It didn't stick. You can see it came off. It didn't stick to the sheet here. So I'm gonna go back in and push it down. Okay. Hopefully that example there will show you that that does happen. Okay. I'm going to stick it back on. Okay. Okay, excellent. Okay, good. Okay. All right. It's not a bad thing as long as it sticks on there. Okay. So, okay, this side I could see, I don't know, you can't see it, but this side's edge is coming off a little bit, so I'm gonna peel that edge off. And you can see it's stuck on there. You can see that. Okay, so that worked. That sheet, the white part came off. And now I could go back and squeegee this out a little bit more. Okay. At first it's a little nerve-wracking, I'll admit. It's like, oh, I'm making a mistake, and you will if you're trying for first few times. You probably will make a few mistakes. I made plenty of mistakes. Okay. And so once I got it to where it is, okay, looks pretty good. Okay, I don't know if you can see it properly. It's on. And now I'm going to go to step 2, which is air dry. Okay, in this process here, I'm going to set my timer up here for 3 minutes. I'm going to turn my hair dryer on high. I'm going to air dry this logo on there. I start at the corners and really work the corners to seal it in. Okay, and I have the timer because I want to be able to point this at certain spots for a certain duration to make sure that the image sticks onto the glass. Okay, so like the first 30 seconds I kind of go over a corner, get into the next 30 seconds into the other corner to seal it in. Okay, and so that takes me to a minute, and then I'll do the other 2 minutes at each part of the logo to seal it in. Okay, and that's what I do. Okay, you can kind of see it's kind of on there now. Okay, it's been about a minute. Okay, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of adhering to the glass. Okay, I'm gonna hit it pretty close too, and so that heat penetrates the glass. Okay, don't be afraid, it's not gonna melt. Okay, I have it on high, by the way, and I'm gonna hit each section for about 30 seconds. Okay, or maybe a little bit longer overall, but at least 30 seconds in each section for a total of 3 minutes. I'm already halfway there. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this end here, this first part of the logo. Okay, hit that part, and then depending on what your image is, you're gonna have to figure out how long to hold for each section. Okay. We're coming up on 2 minutes here. Okay, so I'm gonna go just about 15 seconds per section one more time to hit it, and to really let that heat hit the image so that the logo burns onto the glass. It gets pretty hot. I wouldn't want to put my finger behind this. That's my hands up here. It's pretty hot. It could be burning hot. The other alternative is to put this in an oven for 30 minutes. And I actually will do that after I get all my logos and such. And I got 12 total that I want to put into the oven, and I'm going to put that all 12 in the oven for one shot of extra, and that's an extra. Putting it into the oven is an extra assurance that this image will bond to the glass. So that it's an optional, but I'm gonna do it to make it even more secure onto the glass. Now we're gonna go see the other jar and see how that turns out. Alright guys, so you can see I've got all these cups here that are already made and look great. Okay, each logo is on there nice and pretty. Okay, and so that's how I put these logos on these jars, and I think you can do it as well. Alright guys, so that's how I put my logos on these jars, and I know if you got the tools and the patience, I think you guys can do it as well. Alright, so we'll see you in the next video.